Nothing says fashion meets chaos such as resin and Louis Vuitton in the same sentence. So a few months ago, I treated myself to this winter coat that I had been eyeing for quite some time. I love it, but it was too long for me because I'm quite petite. So I had it altered. And as the tailor shortened the length, he handed over this Louis Vuitton monogrammed fabric that was left over. I was not prepared to let that go to waste. We had to make a matching resin handbag.
Nothing goes to waste here.
Now, I have made a resin handbag before. And if you haven't seen that video, like, that's what you're watching next. I haven't done resin fabric handbag before, but when has that ever stopped me? So that's what we're doing. I'm opening the offcuts and wow, there are so many seams in this thing. Every time the monogram starts looking cute, boom, sliced in half by a seam. But I did manage to find one tiny little section that actually works. Right here, I can catch this little LV perfectly. And then also in this corner, there's a whole flower monogram that survived the tailoring massacre. So I think I'm going to cut this whole area neatly as humanly possible, which, if you know me, means neatish. And this was also the moment Sky decided that it's his time to shine. He is making an early entrance in today's video purely to remind you, like, comment and sub while he collects his mandatory cuddle tax. Honestly, I think he runs the channel. Back to the cutting, and I'm just checking if this fits into the resin mold, which, by the way, is literally just an Amazon find, nothing fancy. I'll link it for you guys. As I'm staring at this, I realize I need to iron these pieces just so they sit flat once they go into the resin. So suddenly this video has turned into a tailoring tutorial. But don't worry, the resin chaos is coming. It always does. After ironing these two pieces, I took a very important executive decision that I want to cut another flower monogram, because suddenly I thought, how cute would it be to make a little hanging charm to go on the bag? So yep, we're doing it. Last minute call, but honestly, aren't those the best sometimes? It finally is time for resin. I'm mixing up some of my Let's Resin epoxy resin, and they have ever so kindly sponsored today's video, which honestly makes this whole chaotic handbag experiment possible. So thank you, Let's Resin. All the links, discount codes, everything will be in the description as always. But I need to warn you, what comes next is a very confusing resin pour. In the moment of confusion, I did think that it might be a good idea to actually soak the fabric in resin first, just to minimize some bubbles. Even though I have made a resin handbag before, I've never actually soaked woolish fabric in resin before, so I had genuinely no idea what to expect. But my logic was seal it, soak it, and hope for the best. So I had the worst flu recently, and I literally just recovered, but this was filmed during an era of what I'm officially calling flu brain.
Is that a real thing?
I don't even know if that's a real thing, but I was deep in it. I mean, I was second guessing everything. Is this flat portion the top? Will this be on the outside, or will this end up on the inside? Do I want to add the LV facing up or down? What am I even doing? It was just fog brain everywhere. So this was a very confused resin pour. Next, I have mixed up some blue mica powder because obviously I want this bag to match my coat. So we're kind of staying in the same color family. I think it's also a good time for me to mention that Louis Vuitton actually have nothing to do with this video. It's not sponsored by them, endorsed by them, affiliated, nothing. I am just using some leftovers off my coat to make me a matching handbag. I'm not selling this, no funny business. This is just for funsies. And this is where my brain fog reached its absolute peak. I poured some blue mica around the edge. I've added some clear on, which immediately I realized I have overfilled. So now I'm scooping back out like nothing happened. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Really?
So I end up grabbing some alcohol ink. It's one of those moments when in doubt, just use some alcohol ink. And I'm just pouring the two together, adding the blues and some clear, and something's happening.
Why is that not reassuring?
I mean, honestly, guys, I do not know what I'm doing. I was so confused at this point. I decided the whole thing looked a bit weird and confused, and I thought maybe I should make this the back of my handbag rather than the front. So I grabbed the other flower piece pieces that we cut earlier, and I'm going to seal them with some UV resin to add that to the back, and the LV piece will be on the front, which I'm going to pour later. So to prep the flower, again, I'm getting my Let's Resin UV resin kit, which comes with the tiniest UV lamp ever. It is so cute. And then we're going to drop it straight into the resin we just poured. While I'm at it, I might as well also go ahead and seal the other flower that we're going to convert into a charm later. While this little charm gets slathered in UV resin, I want to take a moment and thank Rita Snow. Thank you so much, Rita, for liking, commenting, and just showing up. I mean, your support to my channel means the world because I can keep doing these wonderfully weird experiments. Okay, this piece is now cured, and honestly, I am not mad at it. I mean, low-key, I actually like it. The alcohol inks, micas, and the flower, it's giving accidental aesthetic, and I'm here for it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do the exact same thing for the front, partly because obviously I do need both parts to match, but also I kind of like it. The annoying thing is that this bag mold kit only comes with the one mold, so you literally have to do this in 2 pours. So before I do the second one, I'm going to give this LV piece a little tiny trim because the resin is now cured on it, and I'm literally doing the exact same pour this time, but with a little bit of intention and a little bit of less flu brain, hopefully. Popping a few bubbles, dropping our little LV piece in, and letting this whole thing cure. And in true YouTube fashion, this is now ready to unmold, and here is what our 2 sections are looking like. The bag mold kit actually comes with this little ring, and you need to attach the pieces to it. So I'm grabbing my Let's Resin bonding UV resin, which also I have been recently obsessed. I only just discovered this recently, and it bonds things so fast. I love it. So running it around the edges, giving it a cure, nice and easy, done. Okay, so now to finish off, the bag mold kit does come with these like plastics that you can add to the side of the bag just so your stuff doesn't fall out. I'm not a big fan of this stuff, and I think I'm just gonna add some pouches like I did in my previous bag that I made. Also, if you haven't seen that video, go check that out, but I'm gonna do that at some point. What I do want to add now is this extra charm that we made. I'm gonna go ahead with my drill and drill a little hole in there, and the bag ring actually comes with a little extra ring thing on top. I'm not sure what it's for, but I'm just gonna grab some pliers and push this through. Now, if you wanted to have a little neater finish, I suppose you could put a little jump ring on the charm before threading it, but I do not have one at hand, so we're just going with the natural, organic, chaotic option. And with that, I think we're ready for some final shots. I love how this turned out despite my flu brain. I mean, I love the shimmering micas and the alcohol ink movements and the contrast of our monogram pieces on top. I feel like it came together way better than I was thinking while I was doing it. It's definitely matching my coat, and honestly, I'm just so glad that these offcuts didn't go to waste. It's such a fun little luxury meets chaos moment, and that is fashion meets chaos once again. If you've enjoyed watching me battle brain flu while turning luxury leftovers into a resin handbag, please give this video a like, drop me a comment, and subscribe for more questionable decisions that somehow work out, mostly. I'll see you in the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will like these too, so go check them out.